The first week of Texans training camp has pretty much concluded. I guess you can say it's the first week because they do have a day off today, and it's a new week. They're off today on Monday, but they've really only had 4 days of practice, so I guess kind of like the first week has concluded. And there's been a lot of stuff that has came out, a lot of players that have been impressive, and even a few that have not been impressive. But let's start off with Zach Cunningham. Cunningham, it was noted earlier in the offseason, I want to say it was during OTAs, that Cunningham put on a few pounds so he could better stop the run. He could be heavier, wouldn't be pushed around so easily. And a lot of people worried that, maybe Cunningham would lose some of his speed and not be able to keep up with the running backs, but that isn't the case. Zach Cunningham has been doing a really good job keeping up with the running backs, so despite Cunningham gaining some weight, bulking up, he did not lose any of his speed at all, so that is great news. We also have Will Fuller, who, according to him, he put on 15 to 20 pounds and now weighs at 185. Yes, there was concern with his speed, but pretty much everyone and their mother said Will Fuller's speed is still the same. But that's not really the concern. The concern is, if Will Fuller weighs 180 right now, and he gained 20 pounds, that means the past 2 seasons, this guy was playing at 165 through 170. Like, that is way too light. But it's good that Will Fuller put on some muscle. Maybe now he won't get hurt. And Lamar Miller also looks quicker and lighter. A lot of people have been saying that. And I also seen a picture of Bernardrick McKinney, or a video. It was his back turned against camera, but he does look a little bit slimmer, so that's way better. Last year he was playing, or it was rumored that he was playing at 270. Hopefully he can get back to that 2016 Bernardrick McKinney. That guy was way better. And of course we have some rookies that have really stood out. In particular, the tight ends, surprisingly. Jordan Akins has been doing apparently pretty good, but Jordan Thomas has been doing even better than Akins. Apparently Jordan Thomas not only sticks out because of his size, but because of the plays he makes. This guy catches everything in coverage, great hands, and people are saying that he's going to be utilized a lot during the regular season, and he's going to create problems for opposing teams. I wasn't really expecting much from the tight ends, honestly, but apparently they've both been doing good, which is awesome, actually. And then we got Seantrell Henderson. He's been pretty much going up against J.J. Watt all the training camp, and he's been struggling. So, yeah. And then we have Julian Davenport on the left side, pretty much going up against Whitney Merciless pretty much all the camp, and surprisingly, Julian Davenport's actually doing a good job. As of today, I think, from what I've heard, Merciless has only gotten a sack on Julian Davenport once, and I say, sack, because you can't really sack the quarterback in training camp, it's not allowed, but, he would have gotten a sack on Davenport. And then, from the videos that I've seen posted, from people in the media, from the Texans themselves, Jonathan Joseph keeps getting beat by DeAndre Hopkins, man. Like, sometimes he's in perfect coverage, and there's pretty much nothing he can do about that, but other times he just gets flat out beat. I don't know if I should be concerned about it, because there's not many receivers in the league better than Hopkins. Actually, you could even make an argument that there is no receiver better than Hopkins in the league. So should you be concerned, And we don't really play Antonio Brown or Julio Jones this season, so there's really not going to be a receiver that can do what Hopkins does to Joseph, But still, something to keep in the back of your mind. Joseph is 34. Last year he did take a small step back, and maybe he's falling off a cliff now. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's just Hopkins being Hopkins and Deshaun Watson putting the ball in the perfect spot because Deshaun Watson has been amazing in training camp so far. And then we have Kevin Johnson and Aaron Colvin, who have both had a pretty impressive training camp so far. Especially Kevin Johnson. Looks like Kevin Johnson is proving everyone wrong. 90% of the fan base seems to think Kevin Johnson has been bad his whole career, even though Kevin Johnson was only bad last year. It looks like Kevin Johnson is back to 2015, 2016 form, and then some, meaning he's improved on that. Last year was just a bad season for Kevin Johnson, but then yet again, it's training camp. You just don't know until you actually get into the regular season, but, it all starts in training camp. If he does get in training camp, it then transitions over to the preseason, and then from preseason to the regular season. So hopefully Kevin Johnson can keep it up. And Colvin, it's Colvin. What else would you expect? The guy was the best nickel corner in the league last year. They have been playing him outside. He has been doing a good job. So, hopefully our corner situation is better than we thought. It's actually, despite Joseph, kind of taking a step back, our corner position is actually better than I thought, and I was pretty, optimistic about Kevin Johnson bouncing back. I was also optimistic about the Aaron Colvin signing. I thought that was a really good signing, but that's still yet to be seen in the regular season. It is just training camp. And then we also have Bruce Ellington. I really like Bruce Ellington, but Bruce Ellington is not a great player. Bruce Ellington is a decent player, but Bruce Ellington has had a pretty forgettable training camp. He hasn't done anything that really sticks out about him. In fact, he's been outperformed by Kiki Coutee, Braxton Miller, and Sammy Coates. In fact, Sammy Coates has had a really good training camp. So maybe Coates makes the team over Bruce Ellington. Ellington might be the odd man out. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.